What's happening, everyone? Chris and Steve here, Rubber Wealth Radio. Hey, guys, real quick, just wanted to let you guys know to subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, our YouTube channel, Rubber Wealth Radio. And then also, guys, Facebook, Instagram, we've got all of that up and running, so make sure you subscribe to that.
Absolutely.
That's
Get your
right.
questions asked. If you find value from this episode, we don't charge. We don't plan on having...
Free of charge.
Yep. So make sure if you find value in it, the way you can show your appreciation is to share it to somebody that might benefit from the episode that you enjoyed.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also, guys, if you have questions, send those questions through anchor.fm/Rebel Wealth Radio. And that'll be sure to get to us, and then we'll answer those questions and, put on here what you like, what you don't like, and everything in between. So,
Yes.
Steve, what's happening, man? How are you today?
Dude, I'm doing great. Yeah,
It's a great day to be alive.
Yes, sir.
Every day is a great day to be alive. So,
What
today,
about you, man? You got a lot going on.
I do have a lot going on.
You holding it together?
I've been holding it together. I'm a rock.
There you
I
go.
am a rock, man. I'm
crack
holding
rock.
I'm some kind of rock, that's for sure. No, holding it together, doing pretty good. We're like I talked a little bit about last time in our last episode. We're in escrow on a flip right now, and it's looking pretty promising.
Mm-hmm. Numbers look good.
Numbers look good. We're pretty happy. So should be closing escrow here in another 10, 11 days, and then we'll start the remodel, and hopefully by the new year put the thing on the market and turn a good profit. So the market's looking good now. We're just hoping and praying that it'll hold strong through the winter time, and so
I'm sure it will.
Anyhow,
man.
yeah, it's good.
I'm stoked for you. Like I looked at the numbers and stuff, and you got everything that you got going on. It's all super exciting.
Yep.
Everything's coming together.
You always, like I said, I mean, we've done a lot of different things in life, business wise. This is going to be my first flip, my fiance's first flip, and we're doing it together. We just remodeled a house. It's different when you're living in it versus when you're, flipping it and trying to utilize it from a business perspective.
It is the worst to live through a flip, isn't it?
Oh,
on
my
your personal.
goodness.
Oh my gosh.
In your personal, when you're living in the house, yeah, absolutely. So, which kind of leads us into what we want to talk about today, being resourceful, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you're coming into some challenges in life, or you coming into some obstacles or whatever you want to call them, and just being resourceful. How do you take what you've learned in life to get through things that you're going through in life, right?
Definitely. To me, it's a mindset. Like you guys are living through that whole flip and everything. You had to be resourceful. You had to figure out how to eat dinner. You didn't have a kitchen.
Exactly. So that is so true. Obviously there was lots of barbecue nights and days. I mean, obviously a lot of eating out. But yeah, you have to be resourceful. I mean, there was a point where only 2 bedrooms were usable, right? So we're sleeping and sharing, two bedrooms. There's 1 bathroom that's operational, and with that bathroom, it's a temporary sink, so you're having to wash all your dishes in a tiny little vanity sink, and man, it talk about being resourceful, right? So a lot of people, they throw their hands up like, oh well, I can't. That's not going to work. We can't do this or whatever. We made do, and we utilize what, like, you think about it. Well, we don't have vanity, so I ran to Home Depot and got a cheap, $200 vanity and threw it in there, right? Being resourceful. Like, instead of being like, I don't have bathrooms, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to create a temporary one right now. Yeah, I might have to move it, this vanity, when the real vanities come, and maybe move from this bathroom to this bathroom. A little more work, but being resourceful, right? So
it's because you're a winner. It's an easy thing to see at whatever level somebody's at, is how resourceful are they? Like,
right.
It's not a lack of anything at all. Like, if you're resourceful, you find a way.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot of that comes from having a individual confidence, right? Like, or an independent confidence, whatever you want to call it. But like, just being confident that you are able to, first off, you have to be willing to be resourceful and to utilize your resources, right?
Yep.
And then secondly, you have to be able to do it, and confident enough to do it. So for me, it's like, I have to reinvent the wheel every month in my business, in my line of work. And I have to, what I did last month does not transpire to income this month. Like, that's where that's at, right? So I've got to do it again and again and again, repeat. There's no residual effect from not from an instantaneous standpoint, right? So there's a residual effect from the fact that I do well by my clients, and then they're always coming back to me, but they're not doing a transaction every month, right?
No.
So once every couple of years, I might get a referral from a past client or something like that. So there's a small residual aspect, but it's a new clientele every single month, rebuild. And so sometimes it gets, you get into a little lull, you get a little mundane, you get a little lackadaisical. This time of year, holidays is the easiest time to just mentally check out, because it's like, oh man, it's coming into Thanksgiving. People are going to take vacations, and we got the snow, we got Christmas, we got, let's kick it off, kick back and watch TV. It gets dark at 5. And so it's easy to do that. Right. And so these are the times I feel like for me, when I start going, okay, put it into grind mode. And, what does that look like? That looks like being resourceful. Well, what does being resourceful look like? Okay, well, if I know I need X amount of transactions in the next 2 weeks, what do I have to do to get those transactions? I have to reach out to X amount of my agents. I have to reach out to X amount of my past customers. I have to send X amount of emails. I have to do X amount of Facebook posts. I have to do X amount of lives. All of these things I have to do to utilize the resources to generate the results that I want.
I like in that you listed a bunch of different things too. Like you said, I have to do these actions.
Yes, correct.
I have to lean on these people.
Yep.
This way of doing things, this group of people. Like you found several different ways to get to the end goal.
Right.
Where most people say, oh, well, it is the holidays. I could take it easy.
It is the holidays.
I'm probably not going to hit that end of the year goal anyway. So, let me just be resourceful in finding excuses. Most people are really resourceful when it comes to excuses.
Absolutely. And I think that, we're all human. We do it. I mean, I've done it at times too, where it's like, if you set a goal or a lofty goal and you're going to come up short, or you feel like you're going to come up short, to limit the impact that the disappointment has on you, you then just kind of do what you're saying. You're like, well, I'm not going to hit it anyway, so I'll just let me just take the next couple months. Why? Because you've already been defeated mentally. And so if you can, nobody likes being disappointed or any of that stuff, right? So if you or you have a feeling that you're not going to hit a certain goal, instead of continuing to press through to the last minute until the finish line is there, and whether or not you hit the goal or not, that you've done
let it all
out there. It's easier to be like, well, I'd rather be disappointed. I already know I'm going to be disappointed, so let me just get the disappointment over now, and then I'm just going to chill the rest, and then I'll start again next year, and we'll create new goals and we'll go after those. And I'm not like, for me, historically, my business slows down in the wintertime, and that's not because that I change my focus or my determination, my drive, it's just for whatever reason, this time of year, it tends to get slow. This year and last year, that's not the case. I have done a little bit more of the staying focused and staying like not necessarily, mentally checking out, just like, okay, I'm gonna hit this number. I've got to continue to do this, because at the end of the day, what I've learned is, can I survive? Do I have the income stream and revenue and all of that to survive 2 months of not doing any business? Absolutely. It's not going to kill me. And so for that, mentally, it's easy to be like, I got plenty of money in the bank. I can make the minimum that I need to make the next couple months, and I'll be fine. But what I've learned is what that does for me in January. Now I'm behind.
Oh, yeah.
Where I could be taking off in January if I stayed grinding. Now I'm behind. Now I'm 2 months behind. And now I have to, I'm not getting a start on the new year until March.
That's a driver though, isn't it? Like for me, I was blessed with the water cooler agents that said, December, November, crap. Business is slow or what. So we knew mentally, well, we really have to ramp up the efforts because I don't want my bank account to suffer from it. So we've always had that, and third, fourth quarter has always been huge for us.
Yeah, that's because you're staying focused and you're tapping into the resources that are allowing you. Because here's the thing: if you think about it, even from a consumer standpoint, right? Let's not even talk about in our line of work and just business, like consumers. they check out in the wintertime, right? Most people are like, I'm not buying a house right now. Like, I got Thanksgiving coming up. I got Christmas. I got Christmas presents. Like, right? They're not thinking but guess what? There are still those that are thinking. And so the ones that are thinking, those are the ones I want. They're ready to go.
They are really
if they're moving this time of year, they're ready to go. They're qualified. They're financially set. They're everything that you need to get them into a home this year, right?
That's true. And here's the beauty of that. Those clients that are going to buy or sell right now, they are so serious, right?
And they're probably clients that are very professional and very well connected. And when you're giving them what they need right now, when other people aren't,
that's what I was going to say. Yeah, my competition's already checking out.
Yeah.
From Halloween on, they're already checking out. So this is where I really want to put the
put your
effort.
Effort. Pedal to the metal. Put your effort in. Yeah,
Yep.
Absolutely. And so again, it's back to being resourceful, using those resources that are readily available to you, and also look for resources.
Yeah, you got to constantly. I don't understand. Like, we come from a different generation, but when you have the combination of Google and YouTube, what is your problem?
I don't get it.
Yeah,
isn't Google right about everything?
Yeah, internet's completely true. So now that we know that we can trust it, you can
trust the internet.
But tell me, like, if I want to build a rocket ship, I'm sure I could, between YouTube and Google, figure it out.
How do you? Yeah, can you test it? Like, nowhere near us though.
No, good point.
Hey, but listen, the point is you're gonna put the work in. You're gonna find the resources that are out there, and that is true. Like, honestly, guys, like, all joking aside, I don't necessarily agree 100% with what you find on Google. I mean, it depends on what you're Googling, right? But if it lines up with what they believe, then you're good. But the resources are like, this is not something that you have to go to a library and pull out a encyclopedia or some 50-year-old book and read about, like, history and how this like, dude, everything is at your fingertips. You pick up your smartphone, it's right here, like, bam, done deal. And so
the key is catching that you do it. Like, I don't even think most people realize it's a habit or a problem.
That they pick up their smartphone?
No. That they're not resourceful. That everything.
Well, and I think it goes back to why are they wanting to be resourceful? What are they needing to be resourceful for? If it goes back to where are they at and where they want to be. Where are you at in life, guys? And where do you want to be in life? So, and whether that's, spiritually, professionally, relationship, family, like, where you want to be, because being resourceful, guys, and we talk about this on our episodes all the time. We're not only speaking financially and monetarily, like, we do, that is a big factor. Building wealth is what's our focus, what's our goals. That's a part of it. But guys, being resourceful in your relationship, right? Like, why are you not taking the time to learn what makes your spouse tick, what fills your spouse's cup?
That's good.
Why are you not asking the questions and communicating with your spouse where their love language is in this season of life, and then use the resources available to meet those needs.
That's good.
Let's talk about, like, my fiance, right, guys? She's
poor girl.
She guys, is little things for her, like acts of service for her, are real big, right? So, something as little as, like, bringing her a soda every day from the 76 stations, because it's got the good ice and it's got the Coke Zero, like 95 cents, guys, 95 cents. I'm using the resources available to me to bring to bring a smile and to my girl and to fill her cup. And it's like, that's what we're not. That's one. I'm not going to get into details of everything I do. But that's
always those little things.
It's just, the thing is how. But here's the thing, guys. Why is it that I know that because I'm taking the time to communicate with her. What is it that fills your cup? What are your needs? What is gonna bring a smile to your face and help you feel fulfilled at the end of the day? And I know it sounds silly to people, like a soda. Yeah, guys, a soda. and it takes 2 minutes out of my day to drive over to a gas station, walk in, fill it up, 95 cents, walk out, give her the soda. But again, it goes back to resources, right? I'm being resourceful. Like, I know what gas station in town has the ice that she likes and the Coke that she likes. Like, you know, that's one aspect of it, you know, and I'm sure you do a lot of that type of stuff for your relationship as well. But again, it's all centered around being resourceful, guys. Like,
same with kids.
With kids, yeah, absolutely. It's the same thing with kids. Like, you know, give an example of how you're resourceful with your kids.
Just 30 minutes of playing a video game, you know, with the phone down. You know, that direct attention where I listen to the play-by-play of every action that we do during the game, whatever means the world to that
means
kid.
The world to them, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about our dads, how they would, you know, come home and give us time. That little bit of time, you know, was a small resource for them. But
something that sits with us for, here we are, 40 and 21.
My mom lost. We used to race Matchbox. I always got the best car. She got the clunker. Yeah. And I always won.
See?
20, 30 minutes a day. Yeah.
You know you weren't really winning those races.
I won. She sucked at racing race cars.
Oh, man. I love it. Dude, remember those, did you ever have the, what were those damn cars called with the tracks and you put them on the track and you have the little gun? It's a...
Oh, yeah,
what were those called?
I had a whole train thing set up in a car one.
No, it was like a... You know when they made those, like, it was like... It's got a little pin metal in it. Pin, and it's got the track and it's like zoom, zoom. Like, you know what I'm talking about? This is probably going to sound so stupid on this podcast. They're going to be like, this guy's making race car noise. Zoom, zoom.
Those were great and they didn't even work that well. Kids' days.
No, you hit the turn and it's over in the living room. Yeah. I spent more time going to pick the car up over there than I did. I was resourceful. I was using my legs to pick up my car that flew off the track.
I know.
Oh my God. Are you resourceful, people? If you don't have a car, take the bus.
That's right.
I was resourceful. Hey, I'm telling you right now, like growing up, I wanted to skateboard all the time, and I was big into skateboarding, and so where I lived versus where we all wanted to skate was a long ways away. So, you know, my parents weren't about to give me no money to get on a transit, a community bus. So we did whatever it took. We were resourceful. I mean, back in the day, I don't remember what it cost to ride a bus, probably 50 cents. But when you're 12, 13 years old, you don't have 50 cents, or at least I didn't. Nope. Maybe these kids nowadays do, but I didn't have that. So we were digging, I'm not even lying, we were digging in my dad's dirty clothes in the laundry. We would open up cushions. We would look in the gutters in the street, like for 50 cents. You guys could laugh and it probably sounds crazy, but that's exactly what we did. And we go stand on the corner, get on that bus, ride 15 minutes over to Palmdale Boulevard, where all the good skating is. And we had to actually probably get $1 because we needed to get back too. Yep. Actually, there was times that we didn't have the money to get back, and we had to skate back, and that was a long skate boat. So we used the resources we had, which was our legs and our skateboard.
We did the exact same thing. We scrounged up all the change. It was Pizza Hut was $1.99 for 2 orders of breadsticks, but we had to get a little extra to pay the older brother of one of the friends
that drove you over there. Yeah,
he's making a killing.
Yep,
he was resourceful.
Yep. So it goes again, guys. Like everything in life, you have to. Like, I think that it's so easy for people to, I was just talking about this with my dad yesterday at Red Robin. We went to lunch with my dad, and
that's weird.
I know. Didn't see you guys. We do. We always run into each other.
Everywhere.
I promise you, we never ever know that we're going to be at the restaurant, but we always end up at the same restaurant at the same time. It is the craziest thing ever.
I actually look for you now.
I know. Like, Chris, you here? Faith, you here? No. Mm-hmm. So, but I was talking to my dad about this. I was like, damn, now I just lost my train of thought. See, we had to talk about Red Robin. What was I talking about, Steve?
I don't know, man. But you started talking about Red Robin. I started thinking about that.
I was good. Give me that bowl of chili. I was resourceful in using my fork and eating my bowl of chili because they didn't bring me a spoon. So I used the
resourceful.
Fork. I was resourceful. But I was talking to my dad about something. Now I'm like, now I'm going nuts, man. What was I talking to my dad about? Oh, dang, man. That was actually a good thing. Steve, you're gonna have to take it from here because now you know what happens when you get brain
about it. Anyways,
I'm not using my brain. I'm not being resourceful and using my brain. Man,
the resources though, they're everywhere. You're having a conversation with your dad about it. I see it so much, and I know that it's such a. If they can get this one thing when.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Remember, finish up.
I don't forget my stuff. Go ahead. I want to hear what your dad.
That's the difference between 40 and 21. 40 and 21. 40 forgetful. 21 brain works good. No, I sent my dad a link to apply online, right? And he's freaked out. Like, I can't do this. It's, technology. He's 60 and he's losing his mind. And I see people do that. And so I'm done. Just get this away. I don't want to do this, right? And I'm like, dude, like, slow down. Like, that's the number one resource first off right now, sir, is slow down. You're letting this stress you out to where you give up. And that's what everyone does. They get stressed out about an obstacle and they give up. And I'm like, okay, Dad, you want to see if you can qualify to purchase a home.
Yep.
Okay. This is the step that you have to take. Could I just take your information over the phone and do it for you? Or no, I could. But no, you're going to finish this out, because when you accomplish this thing that you think you can't accomplish, now you're going to be like, oh, I can do this. So it's that inner feeling for some people. And I don't have this, so it's very foreign to me. I don't understand people that do this. The first sign of hard, they quit. They're like, I can't do it. I can't. I'm done. I don't have that. And honestly, it infuriates me. It infuriates me because I'm like, dude, slow down. Take a minute. Slow down. If you have to walk away from that for 5 minutes, walk away for it. Then go back to it. Slow down. Now, I'm not technology savvy at all. But you know what I am? Resourceful. Oh, he's resourceful. So what do?
I was just going there with that.
I reach out.
Yep.
If I can't figure it out, there's somebody else that can.
already solved the problem.
Absolutely. So I find out who that is, and I reach out to them, and I use the resource. And guess what? The job gets done, and we're good. We completed the task.
And this is why you're already here. But what I was going for was on that is that somebody new that keeps letting that resourcefulness go to somebody else. Yeah. They become dependent on other people. Yeah. What they're missing is what we have. Where we can trust ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't need anybody.
Well, that's a big factor too, is like having that confidence. Goes back to what I'm talking about. Having
that's
confidence.
How it's built.
You got to have confidence that listen, I was talking about this too. Like, okay, so for instance, the flip that we're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to Faith about it, and I was like, hey, I can do a lot of, like, I know I'm not a contractor, okay? And I'm not taking anything away from contractors that have been doing that for 50 years, and they are phenomenal at their craft. But what I'm saying is there are some aspects of this remodel and this flip that we're doing. There are aspects of things at our home that I can do. Like, I can be resourceful and I can do them. I can cut a damn 45-degree angle on a freaking piece of trim, and I can get a nail gun and put the two pieces together. Like, I can do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yes.
it's like...
but you're using your financial resources to be resourceful, and then hire people that can do it better, faster than you, and you could stay in your highest dollar producing activity, yes? Yes, but yes, you're right. And I will agree with you on the flip. But for stuff at our home, I feel like, we got quoted to do a pantry at our house. Yep.
A pantry. Like, the pantry's built, guys. We're just talking about putting in shelves, right? So, like, some shelving, and then, like, whatever. Think about a pantry. Go online, Google pantry. You could see, like you got a pantry shelf, and then a butcher block top, and some cabinets or whatever the heck you want to call it. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, we got quoted $6,000 or $7,000, something stupid.
Dang.
I said I'm gonna be resourceful, save my $6,000 or $7,000, because that's insane. Where can I use that $6,000 or $7,000 that would benefit me more than a pantry shelf? And I can build it, dude. I know I can. Like, that's the thing. So, being resourceful in that. So I will agree with you on the flip side of things, because it's from a business standpoint. So yeah, they could do it faster, quicker. But there are some things that you get gouged on, and I'm just like, listen, the talent that it takes to do that is not, that dollar amount doesn't equal that. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to be resourceful. Use my knowledge and also think about this, a sense of accomplishment. Doesn't that feel good in life?
Yes.
Like when you're like, I don't have that expertise by nature, but I know that I'm an achiever. I'm a driver. So I know that I am going to achieve the end result, the end goal. And how am I going to? Yeah, I'm going to get the victory. And that might not be something that I do on a regular basis. Obviously, not going to be my career change. But it's something that I will be victorious in, and it's something that I can add to my bag of things that did not deter me or stop me from getting to where I want to get.
if people would do that, just be resourceful, get that victory that we're talking about, it spills over into everything. Like,
well, it increases that confidence.
My marriage is better than it should be because I know that Kelly doesn't need me at all. Yeah. If I die tomorrow, she's fine.
Rocking and rolling.
And likewise.
And that's the same thing in our relationship. Like, that's the same exact thing. Like, she doesn't need me for, we're here because we want to be here. There's no need. She's not relying on me financially. She doesn't rely on me for anything. She's a big girl. She takes care of herself. And that independent, like,
it strengthens us.
It's very,
because now we're working on stuff together.
Absolutely.
So
you partner with better because there's no need. There's no relying on you. It's just a partnership. So,
and I trust myself. I can find a way to get it done, whatever it is. Yeah. And likewise,
I think for me, I mean, that's what I've done my whole life. I mean, I've been resourceful in getting the job done and doing what I need to do to survive. Since I left the house, 17 years old.
You just keep figuring stuff out, and you start to trust yourself more. You get more confidence.
But it doesn't come without failure. I've failed so many times, over and over and over and over and over again. I've failed and failed and failed and failed, and every single time I learn from it. And failure to me is it doesn't end at failure. Failure is inevitable, but a failure is not.
It's just part of it.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and so, anyways, that is a good breakdown of how to be resourceful in all aspects of life.
Heck yeah. Well, I hope this episode becomes a resource for you.
Yes, absolutely.
And let's wrap this one.
Let's wrap this one up, guys. Thanks for tuning in, as always. Steve, thanks for your good wisdom.
I love chatting with you, brother.
Absolutely, man. It's good times. And again, guys, everyone, definitely subscribe to our YouTube page, our Facebook page, Instagram, what else? We got Spotify, Rebel Wealth Radio, guys. Subscribe, ask questions, whatever you like, whatever you don't like. Engage with us, man, because that's what we're here to do.
I'd like to see where they've done that, put themselves out there, been resourceful, and got the victory. So if you got any good stories like that,
why don't you guys hit us up on the comments and tell us how you've been resourceful recently in an area where you've had to dig deep and find some resources to accomplish a goal. Yep.
We're out.
Sounds good, guys. Take care. Talk to you later.